iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
My father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here, race fans, back to the Big E, the Eldora Speedway here tonight for the G Stone Motors 358 Modified Series, presented by 802 iRacing League. To bring you all the live racing action here tonight, my name is Roger Muth, up here high above virtual studios for the Turn 3 Racing Network, as we are back here at Eldora. It's the second time we've been here. Well, who won the first time? That was none other than Damian Ward, the driver who is sitting second in the overall points championship standings coming into the night. The points will be shaken up here tonight, and I'm not just talking because of the racing action. Big things unfolding. Anthony Morano not here tonight, the driver who is leading the points championship, so that will change. But right now, these drivers in qualifying, as the Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award here tonight. Got to go to C.J. Lavere. Congratulations to C.J. Lavere on picking up that Quick Time. As he picks up the Quick Time, he'll have to start fourth in the first heat race here tonight. And talking about the first heat race, it is already looking like it is going to be time to drop the hammer here tonight. 2 heat races on the docket. Heat race number 1 ready to come to the grid. Starting lineup looks like this for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole here tonight of heat race number 1, that'll be the driver out of Texas. Driving car number 3, that'll be Garen Brimmer. To the outside of him, the driver out of New York. Driving car number 83, that'll be Dylan Kinsey. And then how about the driver that's, well, he won here, sitting second in the championship standings tonight. That'll be the number 32, that is Damian Ward. Back into the 4th spot, that's the driver that set the Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award. That'll be number 4, CJ LeVere, while Jeff Sharp will start back into the 5th starting spot here tonight. Dean Reynolds is 6th, Eddie Brissett in 7th, Justin Carby in 8th, Justin Stone back in 9th, and Brennan Guerin back there into the 10th position. That's your starting lineup here for tonight's G-Stone Motors Heat Races as we're ready to rumble here as we are into turn 1 already. 8 laps distance here in the heat races, and Garen Brimmer trying to pick up a heat race win here this season. Hasn't been able to do it, but he's going to have to battle with that, well, that teal and white number 32. That's the driver that picked up the win the first time we were here. Right behind, that's Ward down to the bottom. Right behind him, that is CJ LeVere. And that's the 83 of Dylan Kinsey. They're side by side. There's 6 laps to go. It'll be Brimmer still at the stripe that time, but he'll slip up in turn number 1. As he slips up in turn number 1, that's going to allow the number 32 of Damian Ward to get a really good run. Here comes Ward out of turn number 3 and 4. New race leader with just 5 laps to go. All drivers here tonight will make the big dance here at Eldora. You see one driver up against the boards. There it is. Car number 4, brand new paint scheme here tonight. That is Brandon Guerin there in car number 4. He is riding high and wide. He's the first car to the outside. He's making up ground left and right. Started way back into the 10th position. He's got that 4 on rails here tonight. Started back in 10th. He's already up to the 5th position and still continuing to climb. He'll come see 3 laps to go this time by. 3 laps to go, and Guerin already in 5th. He's looking for 4th. Now CJ LeVere looks like he's come off the bottom a little bit down in 1 and 2. Back down to the bottom side, though, for the public enemy. Number 4 there, CJ LeVere. He'll stick it down there. The whole popsicle stick's going up. It'll be 2 more times around here in heat race number 1. Damian Ward still winning this one so far. Everybody here tonight will lock themselves in, so this is just bragging rights in a starting position. 3 wide, though. They're off of turn number 4. There you see the 4. Brandon Guerin going to the middle now. Garen Brimmer to the outside. Then you got Kinsey down on the bottom side of the speedway. Brimmer going to open up a little ground, but he's going to jump up over the cushion a little bit, but it won't matter because, well, it's going to go to the number 32 of Damian Ward. So Damian Ward going to pick up right where he left off last time we were here. So Damian Ward picking that one up. He'll have a good starting spot in the feature tonight. Another heat race coming at us. And this is how your second heat race here tonight, brought to us by G-Stone Motors. We'll line up another 9 cars here in heat race number 2. Daniel Smith, car number 57. He's been on a tear lately. Good qualifying effort for him. He'll start into the P number 1 spot. The driver out of Pennsylvania, driving car number 7. That'll be Anthony Roselli there in car number 7. He'll start 2nd. How about Mike Brewer, car number 39? He'll start 3rd. Speedy Brissett will start car number 03 into the 4th starting spot here tonight, while Scotty Riome, he's back. He'll start in 5th. Fire Swamp, car number 88, had a lot of speed last week. He'll start 6th. John Morano, car number 33, will start 7th, while Rob Lowell back into the 8th spot, and Steven Brissett will start 9th. That's your starting lineup here for the second and final heat race of this evening. As here they come, just like that, the green flag is flying. Look at the outside, Roselli not wasting any time. He saw while he waited that the outside was good. Back here, though, that's Scotty Riome coming down to the bottom side. It'll be Daniel Smith leading lap number 1, so Smith leads lap 1 here. But Roselli is there to the inside, trying to get a little contact there. It looked like Daniel Smith slipped, and then Roselli down to the bottom. He slipped also. Roselli going to go to the bottom. Who is way up top? That is none other than Speedy Brissett, new race leader with 6 laps to go. Anthony Roselli goes to the point here at Eldora. But Speedy Brissett's trying to wind that 358 up to the outside. He'll pull even down the back straightaway with your race leader of Anthony Roselli. Roselli throwing it a 3. A little bit of a slide job coming. A slow slider across the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Maybe a little contact that time off of turn number 4 with just 5 laps to go. Brissett up there on the top side. Roselli slides again up top. Brissett going to cross underneath, and he'll slide him down here in 3. No, he won't, because Speedy Brissett says maybe I'll try and tiptoe around the inside. A little contact back there. Rob Lowell in the G-Stow Motors, number 21. Speedy, though, in turn one. Thought about sliding up in front of Roselli. He didn't. Now he's going to put himself into a battle because he'll lose ground. It'll be a four-car battle for fourth through the second position. Contact, Speedy Brissett. Watch out, Mike Brewer. Fire Swamp coming on the outside. He'll try and dip and dive, and he won't be able to go anywhere because right there is the number 39. That is Mike Brewer. Brewer in car number 39. So it's Roselli, Riome, Brewer, Brissett, and Smith is how the top five is looking right now, with the old popsicle sticks being thrown up that time at the flag stand. And Anthony Roselli hold off. The battle's back here, really, with Fire Swamp and the rest of this crew. Brissett, Morano now coming in here. White flag is up. Anthony Roselli is out front off turn number 2. One final time for Scotty Riome. What will he do? He goes right through the middle. Roselli going to go down to the bottom, so Anthony Roselli will pick up the win. It'll be Scott Riome, Mike Brewer, Speedy Brissett, Daniel Smith, Fire Swamp, John Morano, Stephen Brissett. That's how they all come across. So just like that, we are through our heat races here tonight. Just 2 heat races here from the Eldora Speedway tonight. It's our second trip here to this famous track here in Ohio. So with Damian Ward picking up the heat race number 1 and Anthony Roselli picking up heat race number 2, those drivers should start 1 and 2 here tonight. We'll see here in just a couple of moments how everything will shake out. These drivers are going to run in the track, and while they run in the track, we'll be right back here to the Eldora Speedway here tonight for the G-Stow Motors 358 Modified Series.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. When it comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here to Eldora, just a couple minutes away from kicking things off here tonight in our feature event. It's our second time here this season where Damian Ward was able to pick up the win last time, but he comes in tonight as, well, the second driver in the points championship. Anthony Morano holds the points championship by an 8-point lead coming in. Morano has 2 wins to Damian Ward's 5 wins on the season. Only 2 other drivers have gone to victory lane. Logan Wentz early in the season, and Anthony Roselli also has been to victory lane. As those drivers have all duked it out all season, they're the drivers that are inside the top 5, along with C.J. LeVere coming into the night. And we know LeVere has a fast car because he picked up the Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award here tonight. So, who will win? Well, it ain't going to be me, race fans. I can tell you there's a lot of Damian Ward fans out there, even Fire Swamp out there pulling for Damian Ward. They're all his hero. That's what I'm understanding here tonight at Eldora, is Damian Ward has a lot of heroes out there, or, well, everybody thinks Damian Ward might be the hero, and he thinks that also, because here is your starting lineup here tonight for our feature event, and look at the driver who is P number 1. It is Damian Ward. So Ward going to start from the pole here tonight, and right alongside him, the driver out of Pennsylvania, driving car number 7. That'll be Anthony Roselli. Back in P number 3, that'll be the driver out of New York, driving the Heath's Auto Repair Public Enemy number 4. That'll be C.J. LeVere. And how about the Full Throttle Motorsports? Number 4, that'll Scotty Riome. Garen Bremer, the driver out of Texas, has that number 3 scheduled to roll from the 5th position. And how about Mike Brewer, the 39B? Mike Brewer going to start back into the 6th spot, while Dylan Kinsey, car number 83, will start 7th. The Brissett Racing Stable 03, that is Speedy Brissett, will go from the 8th spot here tonight. And how about car number 4, brand new paint scheme, and that car was quick in that first heat race here tonight. That'll be Brandon Guerin. He'll start back into the 9th position. Daniel Smith, another top 10 starting spot in a feature here tonight. Number 57 will roll from the 10th spot. The driver out of Syracuse, New York, who spends more time at hockey rinks through the winter time, that'll be car number 79, that'll be Dean Reynolds. And Fire Swamp, he's pulling for Damian Smith, but he'd like to park car number 88, also in victory lane here tonight. Back into the 12th spot here tonight, that is Fire Swamp, and the 13th on the call will be car number 28, that'll be Jeff Sharp. And John Morado, car number 33, making his second consecutive feature start. Justin Carby in car number 29 will start 15th, while Steven Brissett will roll from 16th. Eddie Brissett tap-danced himself into the 17th starting spot here tonight. Rob Lowell in the number 21 will start 18th. And how about car number 15 of Justin Stone? He will start the G-Stone Motors number 15 back into the 19th spot. 19 cars, 40 laps the distance here as we're ready to go. 40 laps, Damian Ward, Anthony Roselli, your front row, ready to kick things off. Here we come to green flag racing. Will the outside lane prevail like it did in the heat races here tonight as the fireworks down the back straightaway go off? There's the battle for the race lead. Ward down to the bottom side. Roselli to the top side. C.J. LeVere on the bottom side of the speedway, even lower. It will be Damian Ward leading lap number 1. So Damian Ward leads lap number 1. C.J. LeVere gave it a good effort down to the bottom side. Now Damian Ward going to chop the nose of the number 4 down there in turns 3 and 4. 3 wide racing back here. We're a little bit out of shape, having to get out of the gas. So did Speedy Brissett. 3-4 wide back there, even farther back. These drivers trying to find a home here early. Go where they ain't, and the problem is they're everywhere. Just like that number 4, Brandon Guerin. We saw him quick in the heat race. That car dropping like a rock here on the outside. Got sandwiched up into the wall and had to lose a couple spots. Speedy Brissett also losing some spots in the ordeal of the first couple laps here tonight. Speedy back to running into the 16th position, but it is all Damian Ward out front here. Battle for second. There's C.J. LeVere to the outside. Anthony Roselli down to the bottom side of the speedway. So you have that public enemy, number 4 of C.J. LeVere, can rip the top side of the speedway here. if he can try and run down Damian Ward. Oh, they're 3 wide back there, just a little bit farther back. That's Kinsey, Riome, and Fire Swamp. Swamp trying to get there. He'll cross over, go to the bottom side out of turn number 2. Rip and roar down the back straightaway. Now see if he can get the 83 of Kinsey. Slider coming here from Fire Swamp. Kinsey knew it was coming. He tried to cross him over. Swamp has it for the time being. Kinsey down to the bottom side. He'll throw a slider. Not going to be able to clear up to the top side. There goes Fire Swamp with a great run down the back straightaway. He'll now have P number 4. So now a Fire Swamp into the 4th position. Can he run down CJ LeVere, Anthony Roselli, and Damian Ward? We will find out. Still a lot of racing. 32 laps left in this one. There you see, though, Kinsey coming right back at him. That Full Throttle Motorsports number 83. No slouch here tonight at Eldora. Driver up to the top side. It's another one of those Full Throttle Motorsports cars. That'll be car number 4. That'll be Scotty Riome, but he's battling with Garen Brimmer. And then how about Dean Reynolds is right there. Brewer trying to come back through. He's got Carby to the inside of him. Those drivers all back there battling for the 9th, 10th, and 11th position. 3 wide racing. They've been 3 wide. That's Jeff Sharp down to the inside. One driver going to tap it off the wall. That's the tap dancer himself, car number 15 of Eddie Brissett. Brissett bounced it, that right rear off the wall hard. Lost a little ground. He's picked up 4 spots since the drop of the green flag here tonight, but that 3 wide battle still up here with Carby in the middle. Sharp down below. Mike Brewer now going to get a little help there and kind of use that 79, the all-silver machine. That is Dean Reynolds. So Brewer trying to work forward here. He's going to get kind of lost there behind car number 4. One driver having a little bit of issues with the timing and scoring. You see him jumping around. If you see him jump from the top to the bottom, I can guarantee you it's, oh boy, hold on. Let's watch that 4-wide battle there for a moment. That was Brewer to the outside, Reynolds running the high line. Then it was the number 28 is Sharp, and I believe that was Justin Carby. Carby's the car that's having the timing and scoring issue here tonight. Just like that, we're already 14 laps next time by into the books. And Damian Ward is still your race leader. Has, well, call it a 1-second lead because the battle is for now 2nd position. CJ LeVere and Anthony Roselli going right back at it. New York, Pennsylvania, New York is how the top 3 are here running tonight. There you see car number 7, Anthony Roselli trying to go to the outside. These drivers have kind of checked out over Fire Swamp and Kinsey and Brimmer. They're all back there. They're just not quite tucked up here for this battle for the 2nd position. But if they continue it here tonight, they may end up in a heated battle exchange. You saw how hot and heavy it is back there for about the mid-pack. It could end up happening here at the front of the field too tonight. There's drivers that are in this field stacked from the bottom to the top that can compete for wins. The problem is getting it all sorted out, finding the fast way around the speedway, and that's exactly what Damian Ward has done here tonight. Nobody has really contested that number 32 of Damian Ward. He has the Eldora Speedway figured out here. There you see the elite number 32 out front being elite here tonight, flexing the muscle. Knowing tonight if he can pick up the win, he could possibly walk out of here with a good championship lead. Remember, Morano not here. That's Anthony Morano is not here tonight to try and hold that points lead. These drivers, I believe, do get 1 drop week through the season, so if they were to miss tonight, well, they're going to take that worst finish away at the end of the season, and that's how we'll decide who is your points champion at the end of season number 2. Oh, hold on to her. Anthony Roselli up into the wall. Oh, boy. CJ LeVere kind of tried to sneak by there with just enough room. And we talked about these 2 drivers battling. Look who is now joined the fray. There is Fire Swamp. He is within breathing distance. He can see the cars out front. If they make contact, jump up over the cushion again, or, well, just continue to battle, Fire Swamp is going to be there. And then it's not very far back until Dylan Kinsey would be in that mix also. So the battles, they're going to continue to get hot and heavy here tonight. Carby back here trying to carve his way through the field, trying to get underneath Jeff Sharp. It seems like so far tonight, Brewer, Sharp, and Carby have kind of been locked into a 3-car battle as they've worked their way through the field. Smith Brewer has lost 3 spots since the drop of the green flag, but remember, he fell all the way outside the top 15 at one point, and then that 39B has worked the top side, worked the middle, found the holes here tonight with under 20 to go, finds himself back inside the top 10. Right now, Brewer is running into the 9th position, while Jeff Sharp is back there in 10th. Justin Carby picking up 4 spots. He's back there running into the 11th position as they're running, as they came across the stripe that time by. Brewer might not be done because he's got Scotty Riome right there ahead of him. There's the 04 of Riome. He's running the outside lane. Right ahead of him, the Silver Bandit, we're calling him here tonight. Car number 79, that is Dean Reynolds. Talked about Reynolds and his, weekend adventures, nightly adventures to the Syracuse Crunch games. When he's not there, he was just down here in my neck of the woods the other week at Oaks in Pennsylvania. And you know what? He didn't even say, hey, Roger, what are you doing? He was here Friday, Saturday, left on Sunday, and not a darn word from Mr. Reynolds. Dean's a very busy man with the Super Dirt Car Series, getting ready to gear up for the season. Having a little off-season fun here on Tuesday nights. There you see him back into the 7th spot. Scott Riome going to bounce it off the wall twice, 3, 4 times. From turn 2 to turn number 3. Bounced it off the wall a couple times. Maybe trying to see if he can get that right rear into the wall and get a little bite. I don't think it works quite that way like a sprint car. Having some issues there as Brewer now onto the back bars of car number 4. Scotty Riome, you gotta go. Here is Brewer and Sharp with Carby. They're all right there trying, because it's just 12 laps remaining. Nothing has changed up front. It's still Damian Ward with C.J. LeVere and Anthony Roselli as Fire Swamp has joined the battle. Look there. Swamp, though, having to hold off Dylan Kinsey. Kinsey having to figure out where Fire Swamp is, playing the hocus pocus trick here tonight. That's for 4th and 5th. Kinsey's able to get there, but he has not been able to make the move on the number 88 of Fire Swamp. These drivers back here, they say, we got moves like Yaga. I don't know, all the kids are saying it. The 4 to the bottom, Scott Riome came off the top side. Brewer's still going to try and let it rip high and wide, and it looks like a great run off turn 2. See what he can do off turn 3 and 4 here. There's that 39B to the outside. He'll be able to pull even if he can keep it wound up. Oh, he can't. He'll slap it up against the wall with the right rear. He pulls it off the wall. He'll keep the 39B going, but he'll lose the spot. There goes Jeff Sharp. So now Scotty Riome having a little bit of a breathing room. Daniel Smith. There's Speedy Brissett. Brissett had fallen all the way back to the 18th spot. He's worked himself now back to 13th, but he's kind of stalled since getting there. We're under 10 laps to go. Camera guy says this is still the best battle on the speedway, and that's between Brewer and Sharp. Carby, yep, he's right there. Those 3, the dynamic trio. Brewer still working the outside. Scott Riome, he's one of the only drivers that have really gone down to the bottom side all night long, because he did venture to the top side there. And then Scotty Riome, once he bounced it off the wall a handful of times, he went right back down to the bottom and said, maybe the outside here tonight out Eldora is just not for me. When these drivers come by, though, they'll see 5 fingers up into the air to be 5 more times down and around the speedway. Mr. Checked out and see you later does see some lap traffic out in front of him. That'll be car number 4, Brandon Guerin. He's having some transponder issues here tonight, and Justin Stone just out in front of your race leaders. It's 4 to go. It'll be 3 to go this time by. I don't believe lap traffic going to play any real big factor. And if it did, there's a 4-second gap from Damian Ward all the way back to C.J. LeVere. Roselli's back there. Fire Swamp Kinsey. That's still the top 5. When the number 32 of Ward comes around this time, he'll see just 2 laps remaining. Wind them up, throw them up, dump them out. It'll be 2 laps to go here tonight at the Big E here at Eldora. So nothing going on out front. He'll see the white flag this time by. You do see the G-Stow Motors number 15 of Justin Stone out in front of the race leader. White flag is up. Eddie Brissett, Justin Stone just down in front of the race leader. I don't think Damian Ward will go and try to make the pass. There you see the driver. Car number 32 tonight will pick up the win. Goes back-to-back here at Eldora. Damian Ward, tonight's winner here at the Eldora Speedway. Battle back here for fourth. CJ LeVere, Anthony Roselli at the line. Give fourth to Fire Swamp. Then it's Kinsey, Reynolds, Brimmer is how they will all come across. Riome, Smith, Carby, Sharp, Brewer going to fall outside the top 10 in the closing laps. Speedy Brissett, John Morano, Rob Lowell, Steven Brissett. As Damian Ward will do a little celebrating. Justin Stowe will finish back into the 18th spot with Brandon Karen back into the 19th finishing position here tonight. So as Damian Ward celebrates, see if he can find victory lane here at Eldora. Sometimes these drivers forget where victory lane is. They just go out there and celebrate. And you see the number 32 trying to figure it out here tonight. He found it. Victory lane tonight. Going to the 32. So as they play little bumper cars out there, race fans, we got post-race interviews brought to us by G-Stow Motors coming up just after this. Don't go anywhere. You're here from the top 3 finishers tonight here at the Eldora Speedway after our 40-lap feature event. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and it seems that mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I've had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they didn't take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Here's to our country markets, to the moms and the pops, to the 3 generations strong, to the lifeblood of our communities, for prepping our meals and lending a hand through the good times and challenging times.
I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time.
Thank you for always being there for us. Your friends at G-Stone Motors.
Welcome back to Eldora, race fans. 40 laps of feature competition from the green flag to the checkered flag in the books here tonight. No caution flags. These drivers, though, giving it all they got. 19 drivers took the green flag. All 19 drivers finish on the lead lap here tonight. And, well, you see the fireworks going off down there, so let's see what the fireworks behind the wheel of car number 32 were here tonight. Head down trackside to Damian Ward. Damian, a great race for you, and that number 32 absolutely checked out here on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I mean this is one of my favorite tracks in the sim, and I didn't have Morano there. The bottom was pretty good if you could hit it right the whole night, and I think he would have had it, but. I really had a lot of fun in the heat, really sort of some siege. There's a lot of competition. You can't let what I did to me take away from anyone. If they were in the same position as me, they could have easily done the same thing. It's really just I was consistent, and I really didn't put it in many times. Just kind of I tested enough to know where the line was going to be early on, and once I got away, they lost the draft, and it kind of put me out front. They really needed to get a group together, not race, and really catch up to me. Draft is a big thing in these cars.
Well, there's a lot of people out there tonight that were really pulling for you. Did you think your fan club included one of your competitors out there in Fire Swamp pulling for this 32 here tonight?
Fire Swamp's my hero, man.
I don't know. What I've been reading all night is, well, you're his hero. How does it feel to be Fire Swamp's hero?
It's awesome.
Well, hey, what do you say? Let's roll this red carpet out because, well, it's the same one from the last time you won here at Eldora. You pick up the win here tonight at Eldora for the feature, and you're also pick up the points championship lead. So what do you say? The red carpet's out. The microphone is yours.
Man, I got to thank Elite Performance Industries. I'm still getting used to saying that. I gotta thank those guys over at EPI, Andrew Clark and Kenny Guiding. Man, those guys work with us really big. Gotta thank their whole team. Everybody on there is great. I gotta thank Nick Ham for the beautiful rap. Fire Swamp for being my second biggest fan. I gotta thank my dad and my grandmother for watching every week. I gotta thank you for putting this on, Robin, the Dean for running the show, and everybody for great, clean racing. That was cool to go 40 laps green, no cautions.
There you have it, the man that picks up his second win at Eldora this season. Your new championship leader is Damian Ward. So he picks up the 40-lap feature event here tonight, and the driver that will finish second, well, he had to battle for that one. CJ, you're locked in a heated battle back there for second. Not able to go run down Damian, but how did that car feel here tonight at Eldora?
The car wasn't bad. The driver was bad. I've been focused on our big block program, and we just haven't been running 358s that much, so we're slacking a little bit. And Anthony's a teammate, so I really wasn't trying to run him hard. I was more trying to stay together so we could run down Damien, but he just got too far out, and that was it. The end of that.
We've seen a couple cars here tonight banking off the outside wall. Yeah, you kind of like to run this car all over the speedway. How did it feel up high, though?
It felt good up there, but I don't like the high side. I'm not a wall rider. I like to be down at the bottom, but unfortunately, most of these tracks we got to get up there, and I'm just not comfortable up there yet. We're working on it. We'll get better.
Well, you're doing pretty good this season because, well, you came in fourth in the championship standings, and after tonight, you're going to be fourth still. So the top five is still in play here for you. You think you can work yourself into the top three or possibly even run down Damian Ward here before the end of the season?
Our goal is the top three. We need some luck to be able to run down Ward. He's way out there. He's got to have some bad luck for us to, and we got to capitalize at the same time. So it's hard, as well as I do in iRacing.
Well, we're going to have some time off here because, well, it's February in Florida, so a couple of our racers are headed to Florida here in the next couple of weeks. So the next time we come back, we head to Lanier. Do you think you're going to be ready to maybe take it to the boys at a much, much smaller track?
That's my track. If I have a chance of beating them, that's the track I have a chance of beating them at.
Well, we look forward to seeing you at Lanier, so what do you say? Who's on the side of this number 4, brand new sponsors this season here?
Yeah, I jumped along with Public Enemy Setup Shops. I gotta thank Sean and Logan. They've really helped out my program. I'm getting better each week with the big block. And I gotta also thank Heath Auto, of course. I gotta thank Dean and Rob. Turn 3, I gotta thank Stone Motors. I gotta thank Larry's Fast Time Award. I'm lucky to pick that up again. There's probably some other people I'm missing here, but I appreciate being able to have the opportunity to run the car each week.
There you hear it, the driver that is second across the line here tonight, picking up one spot. He picked up the Quick Time Award in qualifying. That'll be C.J. Levere here tonight in car number 4. Driver that will finish in third, though, that'll be Anthony Roselli in car number 7. How about it, Anthony? A great starting spot for you, a great run in that heat race, but you fall back to third here in the feature.
Yeah, I mean, I really would have liked to seen it go up to the top a little bit more, even slick off, just to make it more of a driver's track and just kind of hub sucking most of the race and seeing who can run the bottom the most. But still a really good finish, another top 3, which is really, really good. Definitely did a little bit too much battling with teammate CJ there. It was really hard not to because we were just as fast as each other, so you'd get one would get a run on the other, and then you don't know what to do. So. But it is what it is. Still going to really good points tonight, so we'll take it.
You take tonight's third place. That should hold you in the third position. I'm tallying it up. Yeah, you're still going to be third leaving Eldora here. So still a chance for you also, along with C.J. Levere, to go run down Damian Ward. What is it going to take, though, in the final, 5 races left this season?
Definitely probably a couple more wins, capitalize on others' mistakes. So just got to stay on top of myself and just keep these consistent finishes going. We got to be on the top of the boards, to the top of the leaderboards every week to continue gaining points and try to close that gap in. But a night like tonight is definitely one of those good nights where we got to see more of these for the rest of the season.
Well, you had a great run tonight here, Anthony. Pretty much uneventful out there other than battling with CJ. So what do you say? Who's on the side of it?
No, I got to thank Van Sickle Electric, Public Enemy, Setup Shop, Sean McPhee helps me out a whole lot. Mobile Metals, Hollywood Towing and Auto, 5L Enterprises, Snyder's Construction, Murder Graphics, Accurate Collision, Loris Carbs. Gotta thank my parents and my fiance Kate for always all the support. Thank you, Roger, Dean, and Rob for all they do for the league.
There you have it. Anthony Roselli will run himself into a third position here tonight. A good run for him. Better run for Damian Ward and CJ Lavere, though, as they were able to pick up the first and second positions just ahead of him. A driver, though, tonight that will finish here tonight in the fourth position. That'll be car number 88. That'll be Fire Swamp. He was battling with Dylan Kinsey all night long. Then it'll be Dean Reynolds, Garen Brimmer, Scotty Riome, Daniel Smith, along with Justin Carby, the top 10. Those are your top 10 unofficial results as we get ready to leave the Big E here tonight. As you heard me allude to it, we're off. It's 4 weeks, actually. We'll be back in February. That's late February, just after my birthday. February 27th, we'll be back at Lanier as Justin Stone and the whole G-Stone Motors, along with a lot of these drivers, are going to be headed south. It'll be Florida in February. We're getting out here sooner or later as these drivers all going to take to the real world side of things and compete a little bit down in the Sunshine State, where it's definitely warmer than it is here in Pennsylvania and definitely warmer than it is up in New York and Vermont for these drivers. So we wish all the drivers, team members, crew, everybody that's going down to Florida, we wish them, well, good luck, and we hope they stay safe down there so they can return and we can see them. But until we see you next time, race fans, in February, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.